Diet plays a very important role when it comes to your mood. The nutrients in different foods can have a huge effect on how you feel. In fact, some foods may make you feel more depressed and cause your hormones to become unbalanced. And some of these foods are super common in people's diets. You might be consuming them every day without knowing the negative effects they may be having on your body and your mood. So, could you be eating foods that worsen depressive symptoms? Well, you're about to find out. This video is going to expose the 10 worst and best foods for depression. While the worst of these foods may cause anxiety, agitation, and fatigue, the best of these foods have special properties that can help to boost your mood and reduce depressive symptoms. And not only that, they'll also help to reduce your risk of cancer and other serious diseases. Before we delve into these special foods, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our wellness videos. Also, stay tuned to find out how you can get your hands on a free gift. Now, it's time to unveil our 10 foods. First up, we've got the worst 5 foods for depression, starting with one that you might have already thought about today. Number 5. Coffee. When asked, how do you start your morning? Many people will answer, with a coffee. As you'll know, coffee is made from roasted coffee beans and contains the stimulant caffeine. Caffeine is also found in other drinks, such as tea and energy drinks. This stimulant provides a kick of energy, which is why lots of people start their day with a coffee. But caffeine can have some detrimental effects on your health. Once coffee's temporary boost to your nervous system wears off, people with depression often feel the effects worse than others. According to the International Journal of Preventive Medicine, caffeine can interrupt special neurotransmitters, which are the body's chemical messengers. This may result in symptoms such as headaches, increased blood pressure, nausea, agitation, and sleepiness. These symptoms all have a negative impact on mood and go hand in hand with depression. So if you're in need of a pick-me-up in the morning, instead of coffee, why not try a herbal tea, hot lemon water, a refreshing fruit and leafy green smoothie, or try switching to decaf. Though this change may take some getting used to, if you stick it out over a week, you may start to notice the benefits. Our next worst food for depression is one that, like coffee, some will struggle to part from, but your mood and hormone health will thank you for it. Number 4. Fried chicken. We know many will be sad to see this delicious takeaway on the worst foods list, but the bottom line is, fried foods have so many negative impacts on your health. They can increase your risk of developing diabetes, heart disease, and obesity, and they can have the effect of worsening depression. This is because deep frying is usually done in a type of oil called hydrogenated oil. This is a vegetable oil, which has been turned into a more solid form by adding hydrogen. During this process, a type of fat called trans fat is made. Trans fats can have very negative effects on depression. They can disrupt your hormone balance, cause your cholesterol levels to rise, and clog your arteries, which can restrict blood flow to your brain, meaning it can't function to its optimal level. All of this has serious flow-on effects for your mood. So, though it may not be the most welcome news, trying to stay away from fried chicken and other fried foods is important for nurturing your mental health. Coming up next, we've got a food that might surprise you, as many see it as being super healthy. Number 3. Tofu. Tofu is a soy-based food that's made from curdling soy milk and forming it into a solid block. Tofu is a very common meat substitute for vegetarians and vegans. This is because of its high levels of protein. But we're sad to say that it may worsen depression. While soy is high in protein, it's also full of the wrong kinds of enzymes, which can be harmful to your body. These enzymes inhibit the work of good enzymes that aid in protein digestion. This means that tofu makes the digestion of protein very difficult. Soy is also high in copper. According to the Nutrition and Metabolic Insights journal, copper may increase both anxiety and depression. This is because when your body has high copper levels, it produces more adrenaline. This can cause feelings of agitation, panic, restlessness, and insomnia. So does this mean that you have to throw out all soy? Not necessarily. Soy lovers, listen closely. Fermented varieties of soy are a lot easier to digest. For instance, tempeh and miso. So you don't need to stay away from soy altogether. Just try to move away from the processed soy products like tofu. Up next is another food that you might be sad to say goodbye to, but we've got a delicious alternative for you. Number 2. Milk chocolate. Although eating chocolate might help to lift your mood temporarily, it can also contribute to symptoms of depression. Research published in the Archives of Internal Medicine tell us why. Milk chocolate contains trans fats, which we talked about earlier. Trans fats may lower fatty acids called omega-3. Omega-3 fatty acids have been shown to produce an antidepressant effect. This means that because chocolate lowers omega-3 production, it can also worsen depression symptoms. But don't fret, we've got a solution for you. Dark chocolate that has over 75% cocoa content has amazing anti-inflammatory properties. This is because it's packed with antioxidants. Depression is linked to inflammation in the brain, meaning foods with high levels of antioxidants are incredibly beneficial in helping to control this inflammation. So you don't need to completely steer clear of all chocolate, just the brands containing trans fats. Make sure to check the label of the chocolate before you buy it. Now, before we move on to the best foods for depression, here's our final food to avoid, and it's one that might even be in your pantry right now. Number 1. White bread. White bread refers to bread where the bran has been removed to create a light-colored flour. This means that the bread goes through highly processed steps to turn white, making it high in refined carbohydrates. White bread has a high glycemic index. This means that it increases your blood sugar a lot quicker than low glycemic index foods. After eating it, your blood sugar levels can skyrocket, leading to energy spikes and crashes. This can be very detrimental for anxiety and depression. You might be wondering, how are high blood sugar levels bad for depression? According to the Endocrine Society Journal, high blood sugar increases the levels of a particular brain neurotransmitter, which is associated with depression. So instead of white bread, try opting for whole grain or rye bread, or reducing your bread intake altogether. So, we've discussed the foods you should try to stay away from that can worsen symptoms of depression. And now, stay tuned because we've got our 5 best foods for depression. To start off, we have a food that's super tasty and incredibly nutritious. Number 5. Walnuts. Walnuts are tree-grown nuts that come in a hard shell. They're a food with so many amazing health benefits. They promote a healthy gut, decrease inflammation, reduce the risk of cancer, and lower blood pressure. These benefits are because of the incredible nutrients found in this super nut. Walnuts are very rich in antioxidants and an amazing source of omega-3. In fact, walnuts are one of the richest plant-based sources of omega-3. We talked a little about omega-3 earlier in this video, but how does it help with depression symptoms? There are 2 omega-3 fatty acids in particular which have the best effects on depressive symptoms. These are eicosapentaenoic acid and docosahexaenoic acid, also known as EPA and DHA. These omega-3 fatty acids can easily travel through the brain cell membrane. There, they're able to interact with the mood-related molecules inside your brain. Also, walnuts contain many beneficial antioxidants, such as vitamin E, melatonin, and polyphenols. These have amazing antidepressant properties. Our next incredible food is one that you might shy away from, but hear us out before you turn your head away. Number 4. Oysters. Oysters are a type of shellfish that are usually oval or pear-shaped. Oysters naturally grow in estuarine bodies of salty water, but they're often farmed in areas with controlled water conditions. What you may not know is that oysters are very rich in vitamin B12. In fact, one oyster contains 100% of your daily recommended intake for vitamin B12. According to the Open Neurology Journal, a vitamin B12 deficiency is commonly linked to increased depression. This is because B12 plays an important role in producing special brain chemicals that affect your mood. Oysters are also rich in zinc, which may help to normalize many brain functions. As well as these benefits, 100 grams of oysters contain 7 milligrams of iron. Iron is super helpful for improving levels of dopamine in your brain. Dopamine is a type of neurotransmitter, which is often called the feel-good hormone. Lowered levels of dopamine are often linked to both depression and anxiety, as well as high levels of stress. So, don't knock them before you try them, and try slurping back a couple of oysters. You can enjoy oysters in many ways, including fresh from the shell. Coming up next, we've got another incredible food that you might find easier to incorporate into your diet if you're not an oyster fan. Number 3, strawberries. These red berries are certainly sweeter than an oyster and also contain many amazing nutrients. Strawberries are rich in vitamin C, potassium, folic acid, and fiber. Did you know that potassium deficiency may cause mood changes and mental fatigue? Low potassium levels can cause a disruption in brain function, which affects the signals that go to your brain and control your mood. In fact, research published in the General Hospital Psychiatry Journal found that 20% of patients with mental disorders had a potassium deficiency. Like potassium, a deficiency in vitamin C may also have negative effects on your mood. Low amounts of vitamin C may cause feelings of fatigue and depression. This incredible vitamin helps to fight against depression in many different ways. In particular, vitamin C helps to reduce inflammation and protect against oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is the imbalance of free radicals and antioxidants in your body. Vitamin C is a very powerful antioxidant, meaning it helps to protect against those harmful free radicals. Our next fantastic food is one that, like strawberries, is also full of antioxidants. Number 2, saffron. Saffron is a bright orange spice which comes from the flower of the crocus sativus. This spice is also used for medicinal purposes and is often nicknamed the sunshine spice. This is because it's full of amazing properties which may help to brighten your mood. Saffron is rich in a powerful antioxidant called crocin. According to Molecules Journal, crocin is able to treat patients with mild to moderate depression. In fact, the study states that 30 micrograms of saffron a day may have the same effect as common antidepressants. This is because crocin helps to amplify the production and the effects of serotonin. Serotonin is a hormone in your body that is key to factors such as your mood, well-being, and happiness. Serotonin impacts your entire body. This is by enabling your brain cells and nervous system cells to be able to communicate with each other. This also helps with your sleeping, eating, and even digestion. Saffron can be added to many dishes, including rice, stews, and soups. And now, it's time for the last of our top 5 foods for depression. This food is an excellent source of many essential minerals. In particular, it's rich in amino acids. Number 1. Chia seeds. Chia seeds are the edible seeds of a plant called Salvia hispanica. The flowering plant belongs to the mint family and is native to central and southern Mexico. Chia seeds contain something called tryptophan. This is an amino acid which is needed for many functions in your body. It helps with your body's proteins, muscles, enzymes, and neurotransmitters. Most importantly, tryptophan is an essential amino acid, meaning your body can't produce it, so you have to get it from your diet. Tryptophan plays an important role in helping to combat depression. It triggers the release of serotonin in your brain, which endorses feelings of calmness and reduces anxiety. It can also help to give you better sleep. According to Age Journal, Low levels of tryptophan may produce depressive symptoms, as well as increases in anxiety and poor sleep. As well as tryptophan, chia seeds are also packed with antioxidants. The recommended daily intake of chia seeds is 2 tablespoons. A popular way to include chia seeds in your diet is by adding them to smoothies. The internet is also full of healthy chia seed pudding recipes, which is perfect if you've got a sweet tooth. So there you have it. These 5 depression-fighting foods are fantastic choices to incorporate into your diet for mood, mind, and body benefits. We hope you found this video helpful, and we hope you've learned something today. This list has given you 5 foods to be aware of, and 5 foods that are incredible aids for helping to reduce depressive symptoms. Also, don't forget we have an amazing gift for you. We'd love to offer you our free book, 25 Energy-Boosting Superfoods for Women. Here, we'll expose the little-known foods which can help with your energy levels, weight management, sleep, and mood. Simply click the link in the description below to grab this free gift. Also, don't forget to like this video and ring the bell to subscribe to our channel. From our team at the Women's Wellness Channel, we hope you have a healthy and wonderful day.